What's up, YouTube? This is Sticks River. Just woke up, so I'm sorry if I look a mess, because that's most of the time the best times that I make my videos, because I'm fresh off of that plane. Listen, let me tell you something. You're okay. You are okay. I feel like, first of all, these first 3 days of 2022 have been magnificent. I feel like this year's gonna happen and be a lot better than what you thought it would be, even though you have good expectations for it. What I mean by that is, I believe, like, for the people who's like, oh, I'm gonna get $1,000 today, you're gonna mess around and get 10. Because what's happening is in 2022, I feel like the energy is so amplified. This is the time for you to really, focus on them dreams, them goals, them aspirations that you want to make possible, because this is one of the best times to do it, the now. It's always the best time to do it, the now. But it's something about the energy of this year. I think maybe because it's the 6th year. This is the year for material growth. This is the year for material wealth. This is the year to truly create those that, like, make the physical plane what you want it to be. But one thing that I want to say is that you're not going to get to any of those goals without putting spirituality first. And the reason why I say that is because to have the confidence to chase your dreams, to have the love for yourself to chase those dreams, you have to go through a certain spiritual journey to truly be the person that can withstand everything that your manifestation needs in a person. So as a CEO of $1 million business, you got to have some grit. You got to have some resilience. You got to have some persistence, and people are going to test you consistently, because if you weren't a boss, you wouldn't get tested. Like, think about it. LeBron James is the best player in the league right now. Everybody wants to try and prove that they can stick with him, or everybody's trying to prove that they can play him, because guess what? When people see you are number one, or when people see that you're leveling up, they want to compare to you, because if they can compare or compete with you, then it makes them feel better inside. That right there, that need to go on TikTok. I'm gonna put that one on TikTok. Let me say that one more time. When you are number one, when you are the best at what you do, when you are good at what you do, when you're rising up, you're leveling up, and people can see that, people will try to level up with you, test you, because if they can beat you, if they can show that they can keep up with you, then that means that they're up there with you. So understand that people gonna consistently try it with you, because you are at the top, you are leveling up, you are doing what you're supposed to do. But that comes with the territory. Listen, we have to also understand that sometimes the universe wants to prepare us for what is in store and what are the side effects of our manifestation. People want to be famous, but are you ready to be talked about everywhere, all over the internet? And if not, then the universe puts you through a part of your spiritual journey where you learn not to give a fuck what nobody thinks. So you go through a self-love journey. Like, you got to think about it. You have this goal, and the universe is like, okay, so this is your goal. These are all the programs that you need to download in order for you to truly understand and be able to control this and do this goal well. So you say, okay, cool, I want to be rich and famous. Okay, so they'd be like, all right, cool, so we're going to get you through a haters program, a paparazzi program, imposter syndrome program, putting you through all these programs so you can finally be prepared for what it is that you asked for. So 2021, I kept saying, 2021, we're being prepared. 2021, we're being prepared. 2021, we're being prepared. But we're being prepared for what's going to happen this year. We're being prepared for what's going to happen this year, because what happens this year, you will start to really see things for what it truly is, and you'll start to see a lot of those seeds that you planted finally sprout out. I keep talking about all the people who planted seeds, all these birds coming in. I talked about all these people who planted seeds, but they seeds was built on greed, lust, envy. So when they see sprout, they're gonna get greed, lust, envy right back out of their plant. But if you stuck through a 2020, 2021, you stayed positive, you stayed having a faith, you was like, nah, man, I'm for to stick with this, I'm not for to switch out, then you're gonna get blessed in 2022. Why? Because you kept your integrity. This whole time, the universe has been weaving out people. Okay, so 2020, okay, let's see. Everybody has to make a decision in 2020, especially when this pandemic happened. Everybody make a decision. 2020, are you on the positive side or are you on a negative? Are you going to feed the propaganda or are you going to have faith? Are you going to have fear or faith, right? Now, the people who chose to have faith and not feed into the fear, 2021, things started to happen. Also, the pandemic started to bless them. But in 2021, you know, they saw a little bit of the abundance, you know, almost like the paycheck from the universe being like, here, thank you for choosing, you know, the good side. Now, 2022 is when you cash in on the pot of gold. Because what did you do? You decided to stick with the real. You decided to stick with the authentic. I'm telling you. If you chose 2020 and 2021 when everybody was choosing to be fearful and choosing to take in this propaganda, and you chose to stay on the positive side of things, hello, and you chose to be positive, and you chose not to let that shit affect you, 2022 is going to be your year. Trust when I tell you. Trust what I tell you, especially my people who have been committed to being a spiritual light worker. 2022 looking so abundant for you, bro. 2022 looking so abundant for you, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you got to let go of the stress and you got to relax. You got to let your shoulder down, unclench your jaw. You know what I'm saying? Take a walk outside, and you got to know deep in your heart that everything is working out the way you want it to, the way that it should be, the way that it's better for you. Right? The end of 2021 was a little saddening, but the reason why is so you could face those emotions that have been hidden, or face those emotions that don't feel good, so you can go into 2022 without all those emotions, without that baggage, and start fresh. If right before 2022 came in, you were sad, depressed, upset, anxiety, all this stuff, the reason why is because you have to detox all those emotions before you go into the next year. You had to detox. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all reading. Make sure y'all studying, because guess what? When you read, reading really teaches you different perspectives and different ways to think about things. A lot of times people say, Sticks, how do you know this? Man, sometimes I just be reading, you know? Sometimes I just be reading, and when I read, I get other perspectives, and then when I meditate on that perspective, I can get more epiphanies. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Make sure you guys check out the crystal shop, manhurst.com. Make sure you guys check out the music that that I just dropped. Yeah, man, we not playing. That's what I'm telling y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all some bracelets. Don't get left out. Don't get left out. Don't get left out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, 2022 is gonna be an amazing year. It already started 3 days in. I'm breaking goals. You know what I'm saying? I can already feel it. Like 22. I'm gonna just call it 22. 22 is starting like this already, man. I hope y'all ready, bro. Because like I said, this going to be the year that you was waiting for. Real talk. Follow me on Instagram. I'm Sticks River. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe.